Alright guys, let's talk about Arbitrum on the channel for the first time in a long time, guys. Actually, January 4th, that was this candle back here. You can see we were approaching, what, 90 cents or so, and maybe we can just say $1, and only to a couple of days later get basically a rejection at the top of the Fibonacci here, and yeah, we, since that time, just have been falling. And you can see there's a trend line that's been holding us down since February, basically. We did have a few touches here in February, couldn't break it. And look what happened today, guys. It looks like we finally broke this trend line. Now, as long as we stay above about 40.5 cents, we will break it. Let's look at this on a 4-hour time frame. Now, let me expand this just a little bit here so you can see that we did have kind of a little flag here. And this formed between yesterday and today, and we have gotten a bounce so far from that point. Now we have a target up here at about 46.5 cents. Now we have almost reached the resistance here at 44.5 cents. So you can see that we pretty much, you can say, got a rejection so far. Now, is this going to push through in the next 4-hour candle or something? It may not. It may take a couple more 4-hour candles, few more 4-hour candles, and then we reach this target. But yeah, this is just the technical target, guys. So it can, maybe it stays under this, or maybe it surges a little bit past and, finds resistance up here at about 48 cents. So just have to wait and see what happens. But this is the technical target at the moment, guys. Now, I want to take a look at the RSI. Let's see how much strength we still have left possibly in this move. Now, 4-hour time frame, you can see that it is overheated. Now, the 1-hour time frame also very overheated on both the RSI and Stoke, guys, so not looking good. 15-minute, also overheated, so that is not good. Now let's go to the higher time frames. Again, guys, daily overheated here. Let's look at the weekly. Weekly actually looks pretty good. So, okay, that's a longer term time frame though, guys. So, it is pointed heavily to the upside on both, but not, in overbought territory. So that is okay. Now, the monthly time frame, yeah, it's just printing here on the RSI basically, but the Stoke hasn't started printing yet. So, in my opinion, guys, short term, probably going to have a little bit of cool off. I don't think we're going to push through this 44.5 cent mark, probably not this weekend, I would say. I would say it probably comes up and bounces a little bit, maybe even pulls back before it, surges through. But yeah, I mean, it has had quite a nice run. I mean, if we just zoom out here, guys, it's just been pumping since the 7th of May. So this is 3 days pretty much. And this is a 4-hour time frame. We only have 3 red candles. That's just amazing, guys. Now, just looking at the MACD here, in December, we did get up to about 0.13. So we're sitting about at 0 almost. And let's zoom back just a little bit more here. 0.23, it looks like it was our highest point. So we still have a long way we can run, guys. Now we are starting to print some green candles here on the daily. So yeah, it is looking a little bit better, I can say, guys. Now I want to take a look at the volume. Let's just take a look at the long-term, visible range here, and let me zoom out. Let's put this on a weekly time frame, and let's try to get the whole chart here. Now, actually, this is the whole chart, guys, and you can see the bigger node comes into play at about, let's just say 51 or 52 cents here. So after that, it kind of drops off, and we don't really get a bigger node up until about 97 cents. Then we kind of have this area to really, push through here. But once we get above about $1.24, let's say, maybe $1.25, then the volume just really drops off. So it doesn't actually look too bad here in the very short term, because this isn't really that big of a node, guys. But yeah, this is a little bit bigger of a node. But yeah, then we have these 3 nodes here that we will have to push above. Now, We kind of got rejected in the middle of that back in December, so that will probably be a difficult area to push through. Now, taking a quick look at the tokenomics, guys, you can see I am actually in a loss, by the way. Just want to point this out. I don't know if this is 100% correct. I don't know if this is the true average, but it's probably pretty close, guys. So the max supply is 10 billion. About 4.75 billion is circulating, so that's not too bad. That's on par with most cryptos, that I know of, like Sui, for example, has 10 billion, max supply and things. Anyways, all-time high, $2.39. So that's about a year ago, guys. It's about an 82% discount at the moment. So yeah, that's actually not too bad, I would say. Now, I do want to point out that the dominance is going down, guys. It's going down pretty strongly in the last 3 days, as you see. But we have nothing to celebrate yet, of course. Okay, we've broken this trend line. Great, excellent. Now, we've broken the cycle high from back in February. I just want to point out that's February. Cycle high is actually technically a few days ago, but I'm just looking at February because that was one of the biggest surges in, I think, Bitcoin history in a single day. Now, the next thing we need to break is this 2.5-year trend line. If I go back, you would see this extends back like 2.5 years. After that, we need to crack through 60.46, I think, and then we can start to celebrate this, guys. Now, the liquidation heat map is showing only about 283 million have been wrecked today. It's pretty much equal on both sides, so not too bad. Now, if we look at the fear and greed, guys, it's at a 70 today. Yesterday was a 73, so we are cooling down just slightly here. Now, taking a quick look at the altcoin season index, it's still 33. I just refreshed this before the video, actually. And yeah, still 33. So I do think this is going to head up here. I just don't know how often they, update this. Now, the bull market peak indicators still 0 from 30, guys, so don't worry. Best indicator, Pi cycle top indicator, you can see it looks like it's starting to curve up, guys. I'm just not 100% sure. What do you think? If I zoom in, is it getting another little tick here? So let me let you see that. But yeah, I'm not sure, guys. Now, the economic calendar for next week, guys, is pretty important. We do have CPI on Tuesday, so keep that in mind. This is a very, very important, piece of economic data. Now, we do have a couple of speakers on Wednesday. Let me go back to Monday. Monday is not so important. Okay, Thursday, we do have PPI, so keep that in mind. We also have jobless claims as well. We do have a couple of manufacturing numbers and things. We do have Fed Chair Powell speaking, industrial production. So Thursday is also going to be a very big day. We also got the Fed Vice Chair speaking. So yeah, be prepared because, basically Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday is not too important, but Michigan numbers, can affect Bitcoin a little bit. Just depends how wildly off they are, or if they're on par with what is expected. Now, taking a quick look at the crypto bubbles, guys, pretty much there's just a few things here in the red, not too much, so it actually looks pretty good today. If you do look at Coinondo, you can find 12 deals found for Arbitrum. Whitebit, I'm not sure. You're not going to get really great deals for Arbitrum, unfortunately. I think I have mine in Bitunix, so I'm not getting that great of a deal, honestly, but at least it's something, guys. So anyways, guys, if you like this video, like, subscribe, activate the bell, share this video with your friends, and look at some of the deals that I have in the description, guys. If you want to join my channel, it only costs $2. I will put you in the Telegram. You'll get the notifications from Moodix, which measure news. Now, keep in mind, Moodix is not just measuring news. It's about charts and statistics and things, and it's a great trading platform, especially for stocks. So if you're doing stocks, check it out. And yeah, guys, so I thank you for subscribing, and I'll see you guys in the next one.